Hi guys, my name's Craig, welcome to Small Farmer Life. So today I'm going to take you inside of the woodworking shop which I've built on site, and I say woodworking shop but there'll be a lot of other things getting done in there, just like the lawnmower that you see in front of the doors. That's going to get stripped down and serviced over winter for next summer. Now people say to me, why don't you get a ride-on lawnmower? Well, I've got a small farm because I want to live a healthy life, a happy life. Now, a healthy life, one part of it's food and another part of it's being active. Now, I could get a ride-on lawnmower, but these things are used by councils all over the UK, and they actually move themselves, so you're not going to be pushing one. It actually has rotating wheels, the engine moves it, so you just walk behind it, and it takes me about an hour to cut an acre of land. Now, I like it that way. So if you can get your hands on one, get your hands on one. I got mine by lining my golden Labrador with next door's collie dog, and then they sold the pups, and he gave me a lawnmower because I didn't want a pup. But let's go inside the workshop, take a look and how far I've got, because we're going to be building lots of things that are going to be going around the farm and also for sale on the farm. So let's go and take a look inside. Right guys, here we are inside the farm shop, the workshop. Now, I say farm shop because that's what it really is. It's not a woodworking shop, it's not for making cabinets, and I don't claim it to be making cabinets. The tools in here aren't the best of tools, even though there's some tools in here that cost an absolute fortune. But the big tools I haven't got in here yet. I've got a big radial arm saw to go there. Dewalt 720, but it's getting serviced at the moment, and this little Dewalt saw that you see here I take out on site, and that's what I use when I'm doing fencing and things. But all of these tools you see on these shelves I got for practically nothing, and I'll tell you how I did it so you can do the same. Firstly, I put ads in Gumtree and Preloved and any free online selling platform I could find that I could put an advert on, and I built a Facebook page. Now, funny story about the Facebook page, and that is I called it Tom's Tools. I thought, you know, it rhymes, Tom's Tools. But then after a while Facebook made me change it, and I thought, why are they making me change it? And I thought, ooh, it sounds a little bit like the 70s porn star, maybe that's why they're asking me to change it, I don't know. But I changed it to Tom Lang, and I haven't been on it for ages, but I've just set it back up yesterday to see if I can get some more cheap woodworking tools. And on these adverts, all you do is put up, like, do you have lots of tools you would like to sell for cash waiting? Have you retired from your job and would like to sell all your tools in one go, cash waiting? Has your husband left you and he's left his tools? Now, I got bollocked for that one off a guy who said she should give them back to her husband, and I said, well, obviously that's the first thing she should do, but what if he's cheated on her and he doesn't want to go back to her? Then there's no point in the tools lying around. But anyway, from that, I got a guy from down Birmingham. Now, Birmingham is around about 5 miles from where I live, so a good drive. And I got 39 tools from that guy, and they were all Festool. The Festool chop saw, like the Makita saw, and that alone was about £1,300. I got that, and I got Festool orbital sanders. I got all the top names in tools from this guy. 39 for £1,000, because he just quit his line of work he was in, and he was retired, so like I think he took early retirement or something like that. He was doing well because he lived in the countryside, which is what you guys want to do, and he had lots of machines there, like diggers and all that, and I was thinking, oh, I wish you could sell them me cheap, you know, as cheap as he sold me the tools. But anyway, I ended up getting other tools from him, like a brand new strimmer, and it was a top of the range trimmer, a brand new chainsaw, a brand new hedge trimmer. Everything seemed to be new, and I was just over the moon. Now, this guy was an old guy, he wasn't young, so I know for a fact they weren't stolen, and I wouldn't purchase anything stolen anyway. And I put them on eBay, so if anybody does get things stolen, that's the first thing they look on eBay, and they'll phone the police if they see their tools on there. But a good way to get cheap tools is putting adverts in Gumtree, Pre-Loved and things like that. And this is how I got all of these Hilti tools, should I say. 9 there, but I got about 20 overall. And I was getting like a couple of tools the same. So these Hilti drills, I got 3 of them. I've still got one of them brand new because you'd always need a drill. But the other ones, I put them on eBay for around about 260 to 230 pounds, but I was only paying 300 pounds for 3 tools. And the reason why is these guys work for a big electrical and gas company, and every year they got tool allowances. So they got a tool allowance for like £2,500. So the old tools that they had, they were just selling off really cheap. And this guy who was the manager of the yard was getting the lads and saying, do you want to sell them tools? I know a guy who'll buy them. And I was buying them from that guy, and I was selling the ones that I didn't want, or I had 2 of, on eBay, and getting all the rest for free. So all of them Hilti tools you see down there, and like I say, there's 9 there, and I've got 2 big drills in one of the stables, like the big massive hammer drills that you use for heavy duty concrete. And I got all of them for around about, I'd say after I'd sold the rest of them, what I had doubles of, probably about 500 quid, which is cheap for Hilti. But I would never advise buying Hilti. They were under 2-year warranty, and they had 1 year warranty left on them when I purchased them. So I took them back to Hilti and they serviced them all. So they were like brand new tools, and every time a battery broke, they replaced the batteries. But the batteries break all the time, and they're only good for on site. They're not good for around a small farm, and they're especially not cheap. That drill alone, £560. You might as well buy bare tools, and you can buy cheap Dewalt bare tools. Like you can buy, let's say an impact gun, a Dewalt one, a bare tool for like 70 quid, and you just buy 1 or 2 tools with the batteries, and then use them batteries on all the other tools. So just buy bare tools, but use the batteries off the other tools, and then you can get copy batteries and all sorts off the internet. I mean, do you have to buy the actual ones meant for the machine? Now, on the shelves behind me, you'll see lots of tools. Now, all of these tools are not top names. Some of them are Ryobi, some of them Sparky, Floyd, Makita, Hilti, you name it, it's on there. I've even got a welding mask there because I have a small welder down there, because you will be doing little bits of welding on your farm. I remember when I took my van to get welded, the step in the van had all fallen out. So I went to a mate's scrapyard. He had a transit van in the scrapyard, and I cut the actual step out the transit van. And I made sure I did it really good. I mean, I went in to get it welded, the van, and the bloke looked at me like I didn't have a clue and went, "Phew," as if it was going to cost me thousands of pounds. And I thought, what? Shut up. I'll go and buy myself a welder. So anyway, that welder at the time, I think it was about £400. It was brand new, a couple of spools of wire with it, a couple of gas bottles, and he sold me for £200. Brilliant. So I taught myself, guess where, to weld in my kitchen of my house I used to live in, and there was little black dots all over the lino, and I was burning through mild Stihl because that's what your vehicles are made out of. But I got really good at it, and eventually I got the step into the transit, and it was perfect. I took it back to the actual test centre who tested my van, and he said it was one of the best jobs he'd seen because I actually did it properly and not just tacked a few plates on here and there. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for tools, honestly, put up adverts on Gumtree, Pre-Loved, and make yourself a Facebook page and share it throughout the selling pages. And when people say to you, oh, they're going for £220 on eBay, go, is it on eBay now for £220? And they go, yeah, go, well, it's not a good deal then, is it? Because if it was a good deal, someone would have bought it. So, and you're going to have to pay fees to PayPal and eBay, so knock that off. Then someone's going to make you an offer. So that tool that you've got up there for £250 is probably only worth £100, and I want to buy it and I want to sell it and make a bit of profit. That's what you tell them. Now, is it a little white lie? Of course it is, but it's going to save you money when it comes to purchasing tools. And other things you want to be doing, like these filing cabinets you see behind me, I got them off a scrap guy. So there's a guy who comes up here and collects all the scrap that I have. I get off jobs and I might be cutting some Irish fencing up, and he collects that scrap metal. And any time he has stuff on his van, I ask him what's he doing with it, and obviously he gives me them cabinets have got the keys with them, and they're perfect for putting lots of little tools in, like there's tubs of screws, there's set squares, there's brand spanking new tools in there. And this one has got about, I don't know, I think 6 grinders in there with every edge you need, so you don't have to change the heads over. Another good thing about having lots of tools, but they're not expensive tools, they're cheap, but they still do the job. And I do have really expensive tools, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I've got my 720 radial arm saw, which is going to be on that back wall. Put a bench all the way along the back wall, so I can cut lots of different lengths of timber. And if I want to cut 100 lengths of timber the same length, I'll be able to put just a stop on the end, and I'll be able to do it all on that side. And I can open the door, so if the timber's dead long, I can bring it in. Now guys, remember when I was saying I'm going to put cutting lists online of everything I make? This is a cutting list. Now, this is a cutting list for the bedside cabinet, and I purchased these from a woodworking college. Now, on it, it tells you how many pieces of timber you need, what size of the timber you need, what lengths you need. So, every time you go and make something, you don't have to keep trying to figure out what size you need. So you print off a cutting list, and then you should be able to build that project without worrying about, oh, I need to cut this, or I need to cut that, or how many of them do I need, or how many of that do I need. So cutting lists are perfect, but in that box also came these things. And these are drawings of old joints. And I've got hundreds of them. They're all down there. I just sorted them out yesterday. And they're for sash windows, old sash windows, barn doors, you name it. There's an actual drawing in there. And I'm going to put them on the walls, on the ceiling, so it makes it a bit more interesting in the workshop. Now, guys, I am going to be making a lot of stuff in this workshop, and my farm, I'm going to brand everything. And I got my brander yesterday. I'm going to show you the brander. Pretty expensive if you just start now, but there's my branding iron. You just heat it up and you can actually brand any timber products. Now, you always want to be making your farm into a brand, because that's what's going to get you more money. And this is what they look like. You can just see it there, see it? Now that's cool. So I think all my chicken tractors that are branded, when they come over here, people will see it, and then they might go onto the website and want to buy things. Even if I do a dovecot, I'll still brand it with the same branding iron. But I'm going to buy more of them. I just wanted to see what they were like. But this area, guys, is where we'll be building all the chicken tractors. It's quite wide. It's about 2.6 metres wide. But we can only build things 2.4 metres wide because we need to get them out the doors. And then the other side is where we can do small things and, you know, clean things up and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, that, guys, that's a tour of my workshop and how far I've got up to now. So until next time, guys, my name's Craig. You've been watching The Small Farmer Life. If you want to subscribe, and you should subscribe if you want to be seeing lots of builds coming out of the workshop, and I'll be putting up all the cutting lists, all the videos and how to do them, so you can make all of these animal houses for yourself on your small farm. Then hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell button. And if you want to be seeing lots of other videos, from how to market your small farm to making your small farm profitable, permit development rights and everything in between, hit the bell button. Come on, guys, let's get this community going. Until next time, my name's Craig. You've been watching A Small Farmer Life. Make sure you take care of yourself and most of all, take care of the family. Bye for now. See ya.